Your first mistake was thinking you had to do something to get to God. No. He came down here. He came to you first, okay? God will meet you where you're at. You don't have to do all that striving. He's going to do the work. You just need to be there, okay? We're going to dive into that exact concept in today's video. But before we do, welcome in or welcome back if this is your first time here. My name is Taylor and I make videos on practical faith, practicing self-love, and preserving your temple. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to let me know. You can even leave your thoughts below. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you came for. What am I talking about? God meet you where you at. I'm going to break it down to you using Ephesians chapter 4, verse 9. I'm going to start by reading the scripture, and then I'm going to break down what the scripture actually means, and then I'm going to get into the practical life lessons that would apply to your life today. I have 4 lessons for you today. That's my favorite number. So if that sounds like a plan and you want to get into it, stay tuned, my friend. Shall we get started? I think so. Join me, friends, in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 9, where it says, "But what does he ascended mean except that he also descended to the lower parts of the earth?" Ooh, Paul getting spicy. What is he talking about? I am about to read it from my notes because if I try to do this from memory, I'm going to mess it up. You're welcome. Okay, what is Paul talking about? Paul just finished explaining in the last verse that as believers, we receive spiritual gifts from Christ when he ascended. Now, Paul is explaining how Jesus was even able to give us those gifts to begin with. For Christ to ascend, he first had to descend. It paints the picture for us that Jesus, fully God and fully man, sidebar, that's what Son of Man means. When you hear people refer to Son of Man is Jesus. Son of Man means fully God and fully man. So when you hear Son of Man, they're talking about Jesus. They're talking about Christ because he was fully man and fully God. Just wanted to give you that just in case you didn't know. Okay. But yes, Jesus, who was fully God and fully man, came down from heaven on a mission and then returned to his throne in heaven as the victorious king who overcame the world. Philippians chapter 2, verse 5 through 8 explains that Jesus did not stop being God, but he willingly laid aside his heavenly privileges, entered the world in human form, and humbled himself to the point of death. This connects to what Paul is telling us here, because before Christ could lift us up, he first had to come down to us. He did not save us from a distance. He lowered himself to our level and experienced our suffering, our temptation, our pain, and mortality. He understands rejection, betrayal, exhaustion, grief, injustice, temptation, physical pain, and even death, because he lived it as a human. For this reason, he truly relates to us. He went lower than our lowest moments so he could raise us up higher than our past. Man, this one, I don't know. I really like this one. This one I was grooving with. Let's get into the lesson so we can break it down further and see how it even applies to our life today. Starting with number 1, you don't have to reach God. He came to you. Jesus didn't wait for humanity to improve before helping us. He stepped into our broken world himself. You don't clean yourself up first and then come to God. You come to God as you are, and he transforms you. We should follow his example and help others before they have it together, okay? Listen, I've talked about my own testimony a little bit in previous videos, but the bloom of my Mourn Then Embrace course literally comes because I was in a toxic relationship. I was living in sin, I was doing things of a sinful nature. I was drinking heavily. I was having premarital sex. I was living with my boyfriend, and boyfriend, not married. I was cursing up a storm. I had a potty mouth and XYZ, on and on and on, blah, 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 da, da, da. Yeah, all of that. I was doing all of that. And I felt so low. I felt so low. The relationship wasn't good. I felt so low. The food I was eating wasn't good. I felt so low. It just, it wasn't really a great time. It wasn't, but the Lord gave me that of courage to finally leave that relationship. It took a couple shots because me and that man were on a roller coaster. We would make up, break up, make up, break up, make up, break up. And then I got so tired of that. That was such an exhausting cycle that I had told that man, listen, if we break up again, we are done. We are done. I thought that was the love of my life. I thought that was the love of my life. So it pained me to have to stick and be a woman of my word, but I was a woman of my word. So when we did break up that last time, I surely did feel broken. And now I was in that step where I was like, well, where do I go from here? I knew I couldn't stay where I was, but I don't really know where I'm going. But I know it has to be better than this. I said to myself, because I was just living, I'm going to be honest, I would just see all of these women online living certain lives. And I was like, that's not what my life's looking like. Surely it has to be better than this. And I don't know what lies ahead if I leave this man, but I got to leave this man. So that's what I did. That is what I did. And I think that was that's the only thing I needed to do. And the Lord came and picked me up from that grave and brought me to where I am now. He has literally transformed my life. He has restored me, my mind, my heart, my soul, my values. Like, he's restored my confidence, my self-esteem, my respect, like restored everything, got me right. And the funny thing is, it's not like I had to be who I am today, because I'm a much better version of myself today than I was back then. But the Lord didn't wait till I got here to come meet me. No. He met me when I was dusty. And he transformed me, okay? And I am grateful, and I'm gonna praise the Lord, the Most High God, forever and ever for that, because I was in the trenches. I knew what I looked like. I never really let other people see me struggling, but a girl was struggling. I was down bad, and the Lord got me. He called me. He transformed me. He changed my life. And it wasn't like overnight. It actually took about 2 years, and now we're on the 3rd year. And a couple months ago, that's when the Lord told me I needed to make my Mourn Then Embrace course, because I need to make it for other women that are having a hard time getting to where I now am. Because I was that girl. I know how hard it is to get out of a relationship that you're just so codependent on, so used to. And you're like, I know this ain't no good, but I really don't know what would happen if I leave this man. So I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna work it out. I know what it's like to be there. And the Lord helped me get out of it, transform my life, and now I'm living in a much better way. I feel much better. Everything's just better. I'm not even gonna hold you. Everything is just better. So the Lord's like, you need to go ahead and make a Mourn Then Embrace course. And that's what I did, or that's what I'm doing. It hasn't been released yet, but stay tuned if that's for you, because it is coming soon. I was working on it yesterday and I'm almost done with it. Oh my gosh, when I finished working on it yesterday, I was already at 110 pages. I said, did I just make a book? The best book ever? But yes, that is my testimony. So you don't have to reach God. He's going to come to you where you are. He's going to meet you when you are down, low, dusty, okay? Because that's how I felt, that's how I looked, that's how I was living, dusty. And the Lord came and got me and transformed me, and now I'm bubbly. Let's go to number 2. Jesus truly understands what you're going through. Jesus experienced rejection, stress, grief, temptation, and exhaustion while he was living here as a human. You are praying to someone who understands your situation. So this is why it's important for you to just be honest and vulnerable in your prayer time with the Lord, because he knows it all. First of all, God sees all. He's everywhere and in everything at all times, okay? That's what omnipresent means, I'm pretty sure. He's everywhere, he's all up in it, he sees all. So whatever you're going through, first of all, he's already seeing it. So there's nothing you need to hide from him. It's almost like, imagine, okay, as a woman, imagine you just had something really kind of intimate and you kind of feel embarrassed about it going on in the feminine department, like some type of cramp, some type of period, some type of discharge, something like that. Like you feel really embarrassed by it, but you low-key really need help with it, but you're afraid to talk to anyone about it because you're like a little embarrassed. But imagine if you had a best friend that was just always with you. Always with you, literally never left your side. Y'all went to the bathroom together all the time. So when you noticed this started happening, she also noticed it started happening. So you don't feel weird talking to her about it because she saw it. She saw it in real time. You don't have to hide any part of her. You don't even really have to explain it too much. Like, she knows, she sees it. You can have a real conversation with her about that thing. And you feel better about it being able to share that burden with someone, right? It is the same thing with God. He's with you all the time. He sees everything. He knows what you're struggling with. He knows what you're dealing with. He knows. I want you to think about if you were to sit down and put a TV in front of you and just watch your life unfold, like if you was in a reality show and you was just to watch your life and you was just sitting with God. That's what it's like. He's pretty much living your life with you. He's seeing the bad choices you make. He's seeing the good choices you make. He sees it all. So in your prayer time, you can be honest and vulnerable with him. There's nothing you need to hide from him because he already knows, okay? So you can just be vulnerable with him, be honest, seek his guidance, seek his peace, seek his wisdom, seek his help, okay? You can do all of that, and he's not gonna judge you. He understands you. He might convict you. He might tell you you need to change it up. That's how I felt when he told me to stop having edibles. I said, oh, what's wrong with edibles? I don't see nothing in this Bible that says I can't have no edibles. But he said, stop eating them edibles. And the conviction was so strong. So strong. But at no point did he make me feel shameful for it. He just made me feel like that I got better things that you could be using your time to do. And those are slowing you down. And they sure were. Because life has been up since I stopped using those things. I've been active, okay? So Jesus understands what you're going through. He literally lived the same life that you were living. Like, he lived with all the temptations. He lived with all the hard people and difficult personalities. He lived with the grief. He lived with the stress. He lived with it all as a human, which makes him better, easy, able. Wow. Which makes him able to understand you on a personal level. He's not like some foreign God that you just can't relate to because he's superior and supreme. Like, he is superior, he is supreme, but he lived the human experience for the purpose of relating to you. That wasn't the sole purpose. That was one of them. So he gets it. He understands you. Don't be scared to talk to him. You'll feel better when you do talk to him. You can give anything to him, and I promise you, he's not going to judge you. He's going to help you, okay? All right. Let's get into the next lesson. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I've been yapping. You like that eye contact? God meets you in your lowest places and saves you for a purpose. Christ goes down before he goes up. God does not leave you in your worst seasons. That's typically where he begins restoring you. He forgives you, then equips you with your gifts to live a purpose, okay? I already talked about it a lot in the first point, so I'm not going to beat it in some more, but it's kind of that same thing. The Lord met me at my lowest place. He met me at my lowest place, restored me, changed me. I'm going through it right now. Literally met me in my lowest place and then gave me a purpose, gave me gifts to use it. And now I'm using it. So if he could do it for me, I know he could do it for anyone. Okay? Okay. You don't have to be some perfect thing. You don't have to get things ordered before you come to him. You don't have to be living some type of life. You don't have to be super modest. You don't have to be anything. Come to him and he'll do the work. He'll change you. He'll start convicting you. That's for sure. Let's get into the last lesson of today's video. Humility is the heart of real spirituality. The king lowered himself to serve and save. Looking like Christ means lowering yourself and not elevating yourself, okay? Let's think about servant leadership, okay? We got a lot of leaders that like to just bark demands, tell other people what to do all the grunt work, right? Those aren't the best leaders. The best leaders are servant leaders that will get down and do it with you. Jesus never asked us to do anything that he didn't do himself. If anything, he's not even asking us to do as much as he did, okay? So live that example. Humble yourself and be the type of leader that does the grunt work. Be the type of leader that is humble enough to know that certain things are not above you, okay? Don't elevate yourself, because if you elevate yourself, God's not going to elevate you. Humble yourself and God will elevate you, okay? Okay, he needs to see that humility in your heart first. Notice how I said in your heart, because it's one thing to act like you're humble. You might fool us on earth, but the Lord can see in your heart. Remember, he's everywhere, in everything, all around, and everything all the time. Yeah. So you could fool us and we could think you're humble, but he will look in your heart and say, I know you fronting. I know you fronting. You ain't fooling me. Don't let that be the case. Let you be humble in your heart. That is the mark of real spirituality, okay? Whew. What did we learn in today's video? Jesus didn't just come to forgive your past. He came to enter your life, lift you up, and give you a purpose, okay? Never forget that God will meet you where you're at. You're never in a place that he can't come and get you. He will come and get you and bring you home, okay? Do not forget that. The Lord wants anyone that's willing to turn their heart to him, okay? And he's trying to get us all. So let him get you. Your life will become much better if you just let him get you. If you just submit to his will. Because it's coming whether you want to submit or not. You either going to get ran over or you're going to be in the car, all right? Get on board. Get on board, okay? That is it for today's video. I hope it blessed you. I hope it taught you something. I hope it motivates you to know that you don't have to be something specific to earn God's grace, because you can't earn it. He gives it freely. The only thing you need to do is believe in him, all right? Know that he will come to you, all right? That's a good man, Savannah. That is a good man, all right? Go ahead and give me a like if you like this video. Give me a comment if you want to tell me what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think. Put something in the comments. I need y'all to support my channel. I'm trying to get out the trenches myself. Give me some support, please, and give me a subscribe so you can come back tomorrow. I drop videos every day as we are tiptoeing through Ephesians. And when we're done with Ephesians, we're going to Galatians. And I drop a video every day as we're walking through these verses. So join the team, subscribe so you can be on the journey. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Give me a like, subscribe, all the things. And I hope to see you here tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening to my Bible study. And I'll see you later. Bye.